In this part of the session, let us see what is a multi-stack. Now consider two different stacks of size m and size n, so that this is a stack which is placed in a horizontal manner so as this. Both of them will be having different push operations and pop operations. Naturally, push operations will be increasing the number of elements in the stack, and pop operations will decrease the number of elements in the stack. And we are naming these stacks as stack A and stack B. As I told you, let the sizes be m and n. Then we have two positions, top A and top B, because top A corresponds to stack A, top B corresponds to stack B. And this will have push A operation, and this is having push B operation, and pop operation corresponds to stack A, while pop B corresponds to stack B. Altogether there will be m plus n elements when we put them or attach these stacks together. Suppose there are only 5 elements, maximum size of this stack be 5 and maximum size of this stack be 6, for example. Then the indices of this stack will range from 0 to 4 because the size is 5, and here it will be 0 to 5 because its size is 6. When we store some elements in the stack, let it be some 3 elements, then there will be how many spaces left? Since the size of the stack is 5, there will be 2 spaces left in this stack. And suppose we are storing 7 elements in this stack, and the size of this stack is 6. So after storing the 6th element from 0 to 5, thus when we try to push in the 7th element, this will show a stack overflow situation, is it not? So if we combine these two stacks, if we put them together, then we can have altogether how many spaces? Size of this is 5 and size of this is 6. So we can have 11 spaces when we combine these two stacks. So instead of having these two stacks as a separate array, we are combining them to form a single array, so that the size of the whole array will be m plus n, because the size of this array is m, size of this array is n. For example, we have taken it as 5 and 6. So we will be having 11 spaces in a single array which corresponds to stack A and stack B. Am I right? So the indexes of indices of these elements of a single array will be from 0 to 10, which is making 11 elements. Let us move on. So we are having a combined stack here. The structure of the stacks will be like this, because from 0 to max minus 1 will be the size. Our maximum size is 11 as per example. So the indices ranges from 0 to 10. If max is 11, then max minus 1 corresponds to the value 10. So don't go to this figure now. So we are having how many spaces? 5 spaces here and 6 spaces here. The index of stack A will be, elements of stack A will be stored here, elements of stack B will be stored here. One way of representing them together is like this. After completing the elements of one stack, we will be beginning the elements of other stack. So from 0 to 4, because 5 elements are there in stack A, 0 to 4, the elements of stack A will be occupied, and from 5 to 10, that makes 6 elements of stack B will be occupied. Okay, so when there are 11 elements, we can say that this stack is overflowing. When we try to push in one element either in A or in B, there is no space left in the combined single array. So the stack is in a overflow condition. So this is one way of representing, which doesn't make any difference with that of our separate stacks we have discussed here, because we are having 5 elements here and 6 elements here. So put together they will be having how many elements? 11 elements. So when we try to push in one element here, it is a stack overflow. When we try to put in one more element here, it will be also stack overflow. Again, let us come back to this combined situation. Suppose we are having only 3 elements here and 6 elements here. The total size of this stack is 11. Then this portion of the stack has been fulfilled or filled, and we have 2 spaces left in this. When we try to push in element in this, then we have a stack overflow. We cannot push element here because the stack index starts from 5 to 11, but we have spaces left here which belongs to stack A. So there may be condition that we are having 11 spaces, but we have only 9 elements. Unfortunately, 8 of them belong to one stack and just 1 belongs to the other. So even if we have spaces in one stack, we cannot utilize that space when we are implementing the stack either in this way or in this way. So to avoid this situation, we are combining them. Here also we have combined, but we have taken the indices as the first few index for stack A, the immediately followed index for stack B. Both of them, the index will be from minimum number to maximum number. Here also minimum number to maximum number. We have changed the indices from 0 to 4 here and 5 to 10 here. So both of these indices are in ascending order. So we are considering the array in a different manner. This will be effective for memory utilization or stack space utilization. Let us see how it works. We are considering a stack, 2 stacks in a single area. The size of this stack is 0 to max minus 1. For simplicity, we are considering it as 11 elements. So this will be ranging from 0 to 10. Max minus 1 is 10. So this becomes max minus 2, which is 9. This is 8 and so on. So stack 1 or stack A increase from left to right. When we go on pushing elements, first element will be coming at index 0, the next element at index 1, next index 2, likewise. The stack will be increasing or expanding from left to right, stack 1, whereas stack 2 expands right to left. So its base address or base index will be max minus 1. When we push in one more element, it will be pushed in max minus 2. The next element in max minus 3. So if we follow this property, then we can have a common space in between here. We are not having a common space here because the space is splitted into two. They are split into two. One will be coming here and the other will be coming here. We know that the spaces in a stack will be at the top end. The top end of this portion is towards its right, so as the top end of this portion is also towards the right side of the stack. But here for one stack the space is towards the right, and for the other the space is towards the left. So this right and left combination gives us a common spacious area in the stack. Only the difference is we are incrementing index when we are pushing in the first stack. We are decrementing index when we are pushing the second stack. Any doubt? So that if we are having only 3 elements here, then the remaining 8 spaces can be utilized for stack 2. If you are having 4 elements here, remaining 7 elements can be utilized for stack 2. The reverse is also possible. If you are having only 1 element, then this stack can go on increasing up to this position. That is the 10th position, because stack 2 has taken only 1 space. Likewise, we can utilize the space. Here the overflow condition is not based on the size of the stack, that is 5 and 6, but the elements in this, let it be x, and the elements in this, let it be y. Then x plus y put together should not cross the limit 11. In our example we have taken it as 11, so x elements plus y elements should not cross 11. So this is a better way of using the stack space when we are having different stacks and the number of elements stored in them differ at various situations. Then we can utilize these spaces according to their need. So this is the what you call multi-stack operation. Here also we are having push operation, pop operation as usual, but the difference is we are not always incrementing top for pushing, not decrementing top for popping. It varies according to the site where we are considering the respective stacks to be. If it is from left to right, it is a normal case. We are incrementing indices for push operation. We are decrementing indices for pop operation. While if we come to the next stack, which is towards the end of the space or array, then we are decrementing the stack indices for push operation, incrementing the stack operation for the pop operation. The initial conditions, that is stack empty conditions, also differ here. For the left side it is same, that is -1 will be the stack empty condition because top will be at -1, but here it will be max. -1 is invalid here, so as max is also invalid at this end. So max is the invalid condition for stack 2. The stack will be empty. Here if index is or top is -1, this stack will be empty. So this is the working of multi-stack.